Hello, hello, hello. Thank y'all for tuning in to my channel. Welcome to Doug Walk Different. Listen, y'all, I just want to talk about something today that's very important. Before I do that, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And I did notice you guys, a lot of people are viewing my channel but haven't liked it. So just please give it a like. You know, it helps the video get pushed in the algorithm. I appreciate your support. But nonetheless, if you look at the screen where when a nation collapsed, right? When a nation collapses, it doesn't happen in silence. It doesn't even happen overnight. It happens slowly, quietly, and then all at once. You know what I mean? All at once. It happens. So today we're going to talk about Venezuela. So to not exploit their pain, but to open our eyes, because what happens over there is more than a crisis. It's a sign, a warning, and a mirror of the world. And the Bible tells us moments just like this. So let's go through it. Not just how bad it is, but what God is trying to tell us through it, and why the message matters today. So, Venezuela was once the richest nation in Latin America. Once, right? So people were thriving, businesses booming, families living well, right? At once. But when a nation takes an eye off God, when corruption takes root, when leaders exalt themselves instead of serving the people, collapse becomes inevitable, right? So this is what we see here in Venezuela, y'all. The money lost its value. People work all day for food they still couldn't afford. Inflation hits hard. Savings disappear. This is exactly what Revelation 6 describes: a day wages for a small amount of food. Now, tell me that ain't real. That's real. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments so far what you think about that. So, shelves, food shortages everywhere over there. Shelves empty, lines stretched down the block, families skipping meals, parents hurting because they can't feed their kids. And you can look this up yourself. You can Google it, look it up. You will see this. It's really heartbreaking over there. Power grid failure, whole cities going dark, blackouts for hours, y'all. Days, sometimes weeks, right? Broken leadership. The decision of a few destroyed lives for millions. So over 7 million people fleeing their homeland, walking through jungles, looking for hope. And it ain't even ancient history, y'all. This is right now. And we over here complaining about gas going up 30 cents or food going up a little bit high. Yeah, it's expensive, but look at what they're going through over there. You know what I'm saying? And we complain about the stuff over here. But there's a deeper truth, right? This isn't just about Venezuela. It's about what happens when a nation turns its back on God. That's the whole point, y'all. So the Bible doesn't stay silent about nations falling apart. It actually warns us clearly about what happens when the heart of a nation turns cold, y'all. So in Revelation 6, right? A quart of wheat for a denarius, meaning a day wages, could barely buy enough food to survive, right? So that's Venezuela, y'all. That's happening today. And the Bible told us long ago this would be part of the world's shaking. If you read Revelation 6, you will see that the Bible talks about this. In Isaiah 10, God judges corrupt leadership, right? He said, woe to those who make unjust laws, who rob the poor. So God sees injustice, y'all. He sees oppression. He sees every leader who abused their authority. He responds. When leaders exalt themselves instead of God, the nation suffers, y'all. Also, in Matthew 24, famines, chaos, nations rising against nation. If you read Matthew 24, it tells you that. So Jesus wasn't fear-mongering over this. I'm sorry. He was giving us a roadmap, right? So he said to the world, famines, wars, deception, suffering, nation against nation. That's what he said. Not to scare us, but to prepare us. He warned us about that so we could be prepared, but we don't listen. Also in Lamentation 4, children suffer first during collapse, right? Families breaking, children hungry, the vulnerable paying the price, y'all. The heartache exactly what we see in Venezuela. I told y'all we gonna go through this. Just bear with me, because somebody out here need to hear this, even if it's just one person. In Jeremiah 17, trusting in man leads to destruction. Cursed is the one who trusts in man. Are y'all guys trusting in man today? Who do you trust in? Nations fall when trust systems more. Nation falls, right? When they trust systems more than they trust God. So governments fell, economies collapse, but God's nations never shakes, y'all. So in the book of Haggai, which is the Bible, probably a Bible chapter that hardly nobody read, God will shake the nation. He said, I will shake all nations. I'm just showing y'all what the Bible says and how accurate Bible prophecy is. All families. Say, if you've been looking at the world today, y'all, at past few years, just think about it. You can feel the shaking, right? You see like wars rising, economies unstable. You can see morals disappearing. You can see families divided, power grids failing, prices rising, fear spreading. The shaking isn't random, it's biblical. This take a minute and just think about the stuff that's going on today, and you will see, right? So we see right here in Venezuela, it isn't just news story, y'all. It's a preview. Don't even think for 1 minute it could never happen here. And that's the problem. We see that over here and we get too comfortable and we don't think that stuff can happen here. Like, for example, COVID. Remember when COVID happened and it was over in Japan, I think China? Ain't nobody think about it until it start coming close to us. People start panicking and scared, shelves being empty, you know, when it get close. If it ain't your toothache, you will not say ouch. So don't think that won't happen here, because collapse doesn't start with building falling, right? It starts with heart turning. Think about that. Look around you. Look around the world today. Just look around. Prices rising, jobs unstable, violence increasing, corrupt moral, division everywhere, faith fading, nations preparing for war, morality collapsing, you know what I'm saying? People losing hope. Jesus said in Matthew 24 that before his return, the world will look exactly like this. And it's happening, y'all. So not just Venezuela, but everywhere. There's other places that is just like this or worse. We're living in a prophetic times, y'all. We're living in shaking times. And Venezuela is a reminder of how quickly things can change. When the Bible says when a nation collapses, y'all, it's not just talking about building or government. It's not talking about that. It's talking about people, hearts, families, and souls. And here's the reality of it all. Here's the reality. Nations may fall, but God's kingdom does not, right? God is calling his people to stay awake spiritually. Jesus said, watch and pray. That's what he said. Trust God over system. Systems are fragile. God is not. All right? Spiritually, partiality, right? So the wise see danger coming and get ready. So you stay focused and stay vigilant and stay awake, you will see the danger will happen, and you can prepare accordingly. So stand strong in your faith, right? This is not a time to play with God. This is time to walk different, just like the name on my thumbnail, walk different, right? So when the world shakes, people look for answers, and the answer is Jesus, right? So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? So families here, when I see this, right, Venezuela isn't just a tragedy happening somewhere far away. It's a warning, y'all. Pay attention. It's a warning, a reminder, right? It's a reminder, a sign of times. But listen to this. But for God's people, it's also a call to stand firm, a call to stay ready, and a call to trust the only one who never collapsed. Psalms 46 says, God is our refuge and strength in every present time in trouble. So when a nation falls, when economies break, when the world shakes, God remains unshakable. So, and that's the hope we hold on today. So if you like this video, you can like, comment, subscribe, and share, as I said in the beginning. And also let me know in the comments what you think, because we are living in a world, y'all, that's the Bible is all the Bible that prophesies is happening. All this stuff that we see now today is a warning, and the Bible told us about this. Jesus told us about this, y'all. So listen, y'all gotta stay awake, and y'all gotta pay attention, and don't get caught up in the world system or caught up in your circumstances or get distracted. Because listen, Christ will come soon, and he is coming soon. And don't get caught not ready. And if you're not a Christian, accept God before it's too late. Accept Jesus before it's too late, you know. So just because all this stuff's happening in Venezuela, it's happening in a lot of countries and a lot of places, but that doesn't mean this cannot happen in the United States. Listen, we got Christians being persecuted today as we speak in places like China, Haiti, Sudan. You know, Christians are getting persecuted, over there. And we get too comfortable over here because we don't think this stuff can happen over here. It very well can. As a matter of fact, it will happen over here soon. So the question is, are you ready? Are you prepared? You know, so thank you all for listening. If you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App and Venmo is in the description. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And talk to you later. And remember, please walk different, stay vigilant, and stay ready. See you in the next video. Peace.